Hello Lego friends, Matt from Brooks Bricks here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at Diner in a Movie. Stay tuned and see what that's about. Welcome back everyone, and in this video you might be asking, what do you mean by Diner and a Movie? Well, I was using that as a kind of a fun name for this entire project that I worked on over the course of a few live streams on Twitch. But let's get right into it here. What I've done is, number one, modified and expanded upon the old town plan cinema, which I did have in my Lego city. I wanted to put this on a MILS plate, and I had a large area in the front to kind of add upon, so we'll get to that momentarily. But the first thing I wanted to do was actually build upon this set more, because it only went out as far as about here in the original build. So I added on at least 4 or 5 more bricks to the back of it. I did mix in these faded bricks in the original set, because I thought it gave it a nice look. I didn't want to take those out. I actually like the look that it gives. I did make an entire back wall to this that can be removed for more effect and seeing what's going on. And it gave it a nice roof. So I'm going to take the roof off first so we can take a look and see what's going on inside. Alright, roof is removed. Can't really see much because it is a very high build by the nature of what it is. So, part of what I want to do is I close this off. Let's create this entire wall that I can take out. And now you can actually see a lot more of what's going on here. So let's take a look. We'll start over here. This is the concession area that I kind of expanded upon from the initial just small desk here. I kept that as it was. It's got a small tail. There's popcorn underneath. I can't really get in there very well. If I put the light on it, yeah, it casts some shadows here. But you can see there's a mom coming over to buy some tickets and some concessions. I did add in this entire other section here where you got like hot dogs, some treats, refrigerated section, additional stuff there. There's a drink dispenser that's part of the original build. But yeah, I wanted to give it just a little bit more presence for the concession area than it had because I felt that was severely lacking. So that was a part of the project here. Right here, just because this is right in front of your face, I used these stairs for another leftover section of the build I had. Put these stairs in here. This actually leads up to the projection booth because they did have the weakest of projectors that they had set up in the original theater here. But I wanted to create an actual semblance of a real projection room, so I created this small secondary floor. Just put a camera build up in there using old school tape reels and stuff for that effect. I didn't do much more than that. I didn't want to wall it off because why bother? It's only a couple bricks tall. I just wanted to create the effect that was there. And again, there's a wall right here that separates a lot of that off too. So that's there. Inside the main door, there is a doorway to get into the theater. But there's also a couple small arcade games that I created. Actually, I will take one of these out just to show you. Just from a few different parts I had on hand, I created, I don't know how there's cat fur on here, but created these different gaming consoles. Figured it'd be fun to have a couple arcade games in here. So you can see that there's a kid waiting for her mom to buy some concessions and a ticket while she's doing some gaming. See if I can get that back in there. There we go. They fit almost perfectly together because of the jumper element that I did. So once you get tickets, you get your concessions, you go into the theater. We have a group of folks that are in here. I did expand upon the theater a bit. I replaced it with red chairs instead of the brown that they had in here. But I like the overall layout. They have armrests and drink holders and stuff like that. And you can see that they're watching, looks like a Western. I didn't really expand upon the screen more as the space is still fairly limited and the front section of the roof extends back more, so I couldn't go higher with it anyway. So I just kept it as it was. It won't really be seen much anyway outside of this, so happy with that. Something I did not put into this section, I put it actually on the roof structure. Couple of speakers, so those will be facing down towards the audience during the movie, so they'll get some nice surround sound with that. But yeah, in a nutshell, there's the theater part of the build here. I'm gonna go ahead and close this back up and we'll take a look at the other half. All right, so the other half is a diner. This is a Friends diner set from 2023. I had bought this shortly after its release back that year. Now we're in 25 as I record this. I built it, really liked it, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So it sat on the floor in my Lego City room for a long while. And when I put the cinema, the movie theater, onto the MILS plate, I had a lot of extra room. A lot of extra room in the front. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And I thought about it. I'm like, oh, you know what? The diner will be perfect. So I grabbed the diner set and I figured out where to put it on the plate. And then I decided I wanted to expand on it because the original diner only went out to right about here, not kind of the other side's takeout window that extended it back a little bit more. So I wanted to add on to the diner in and of itself to make sure it was closed in, and I could add in more internal detail because that's definitely my jam and I enjoy doing that. But the front, I love the front. There's so much goodness about this. The 3D sign is great. It can kind of rotate around so you can have it at an angle like that. Nice dual doors here. Lego's new take on that stuff, but you can see there's some stuff going on inside here. So let me take the roof off and let's have a look in the inside and what I did there. Alright, roof is removed. Let's have a good look inside. And one of the big things I want to do is actually give this a real cooking kitchen space, especially with the takeout window. There's some nice stickers here with menu boards and all that stuff. Definitely preserve that. I wanted to preserve the takeout window. I thought that was a great feature. But I did add a small sink and a small stove. Both of those are actually using techniques from the new the Tudor corner modular, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to make use of things like that. I've got a nice countertop here. We got some treats, desserts, some sodas, of course a cash till. Got the that's the owner slash cook and all that stuff, taking care of these customers. Tough to see, but over here I did make like a little inset. If I can put my light on here, that might help. Yeah, a small inset with a stun the side technique to actually have like more treats inside a little display window versus just on top. Thought it was a great little thing to try, and I actually like how it looks, especially kind of being inset there from the rest of the counter. You see the takeout window, you got some condiments and stuff like that, some additional small till. You got somebody waiting at the takeout window. Small fume hood, countertop, and all that stuff. There is a refrigerator underneath here as well. And then on the other side, the set also did come with these particular seats in that table. I wanted to use them, and because of how I got this all built in together, squared off, I had just enough space to make this all work. So I'm really, really happy about that. It feels like a diner, having those big boothy seats in there. Great little napkin dispenser. So I see a couple here buying some stuff. That's probably their kid that's playing an arcade game. The arcade game did come with the set. The one thing I will say is I could not fit the little jukebox back into the diner with the way I have everything configured, but that's a minor detail that I'm okay with. I did, again, build onto the back end here to close this off, so I put a few windows in here so you do get some scenery and light coming in. This is the only section that did not get a window, as I want to use it obviously for the kitchen. But from the back side, there's some nice buildup of like masonry brick, almost like they kind of walled that off to convert it at some point or something. There's a look at the outside portion of the takeout window. So you got a person up there looking to get some food. Looks like a daughter hanging out, and there's probably the dad sitting at one of the outdoor tables to eat. So I feel like the essence of this entire build really just works out that well. Really, really, really well. But with that, we'll come to a close looking at the diner and a movie combo mock setup that I did here. Both of these were sets, and I did a ton of mods to them, both inside and out. And I'm thrilled. I love how good this looks. I think it works perfectly together. It makes a lot of sense to me. So this will go into the city as I kind of revamp everything. The main point was to get on a MILS plate. That's been done. You notice that this is slightly elevated, but when another MILS plays next to this, it'll be only a couple steps up to get to that. It won't be a drastic jump. It just looks like it is right now. But that'll do for now. I hope you enjoyed the look at this. Dinner in a movie, or as I was saying, diner in a movie. As always, I build all this great stuff over on Twitch on my weekly live streams. Give me a follow at Brooks Bricks. Lots of good times over there. And if you have, be sure to subscribe here as well. Hit that like button, notification bell, comment, upload, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.